Social media, pop culture, navigating adulthood. If any of these words sound like a good time to you, then you're in the right place. Welcome to the Zillennial Girl Talk podcast. I'm your host, Ariana, joined by my other host, Amanda, and we're here to talk all about social media gossip, pop culture talk, how the heck to navigate adulthood, and much more. If this interests you, keep on listening.
Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back. Hi to you.
Hello.
So this is obviously like kind of like our first episode other than the intro one. So we don't know how to kind of navigate it yet, but I guess we'll start off by talking about like our week and stuff. So would you like to begin?
Yeah, sure. Well, this weekend is the 4th of July weekend, which I'm personally not celebrating for just personal reasons. This week was kind of a long week. Work was okay. I was struggling with my workouts this week. Like, I'm just feeling like a little bit bleh, like not wanting to do them all. So, I mean, I've missed one workout this week, which isn't going to kill me, but that's pretty much it. How about you?
Honestly, I hope no one from my work listens to this, but this week at work was like literally death. And it just like it reminds me so much about like or like motivates me to work to like where I want to be because I work in retail still and retail is not for me. Sales is not for me. Like this is not the
It's
life
not
I
it.
want. No, it's not it. And I'm really fed up of it. And I'm like totally like I'm just over it. I just want it to be like done. Like I can't. I don't know how people
Yeah.
like it's like I'm not in a rude way, but I don't know how people stay in retail their whole life. Like I don't. Props to them because
I can't. It's just people act so entitled, and like the whole customer is always right thing is kind of shit.
I don't believe the customer's always right. And
I've never believed it.
I'll tell them that they're not right. Like, and then they'll get mad. But yeah, other than that, my week's been pretty good. We're recording this on a Saturday.
You're recording this on our launch day for episode 1, which is exciting.
I was just like, we got like 15 listens on YouTube.
Whoa. I haven't checked the Spotify stats yet, but
Me neither, but people have messaged us already saying that they're enjoying this and stuff. So that makes me really happy.
I had gotten one message today. I was actually surprised. It was one of your followers, actually.
Oh.
And she was like, hey, just letting you know that the podcast is great. And I'm like, oh, yay. It's just because, like, I've been anxious about this whole thing and, like, figuring out, like, the logistics side of it. So,
yeah, it's
teaching
always
me a lot.
Yeah, it's always scary, like, launching something, whatever it is, because you're always, like, at the back of your mind, you're always, like, are people even going to listen? Like, are people going to like this? Blah, blah, blah. So, it's nice when people message us because it makes me feel good.
It does. And like honestly, so we're on different time zones, and so it went up at 7 a.m. your time and 5 a.m. my time. And I kind of drank a little bit too much last night. So like I woke up super late and I was like, oh yeah, our podcast went up today. And I'm like, it's already been up for like 3 or 4 hours. I'm like, oops.
Well, I put an alarm at 7 a.m. So I was like, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to post like the graphic at 7 a.m. And I woke up and it was 8:30 and I was like, I literally, I closed my alarm and I didn't even realize I did all that. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I posted at 8, but I was like, whatever. Not a lot of people were probably awake at that time anyway. So
yeah.
Like a fun fact about myself is that like
anything interesting happening?
No, well, I have a giveaway, but by the time this is up, the giveaway is gonna be done. But anyways, that was fun. What else? No, honestly, no. I feel like during this like pandemic, like I forget everything. Like I don't know, it made me like so bad with like memory and days, and like I always forget. Like I don't even remember what I did yesterday. Like I have to really think about it, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah. It's kind of like also made me kind of lazy. Like I feel like I'm procrastinating so much more on some of the things I shouldn't be procrastinating on. So I'm just like, oh yeah, I gotta do this, but I'll wait until close to the deadline, which is one of my bad habits.
No, I don't know. I always like use a planner because like if I don't have one, like I literally wouldn't be able. I mean, I got my planner. That's a fun fact. Well, it's not really a fun fact, but I got my personalized planner that was very expensive, especially since it was in USD and I didn't know until I paid. But yeah, it was fully customizable, so that's fun.
That's nice. Yeah, I was gonna get someone similar to yours. So she had bought a plum paper planner.
I mean, you
And
can see it right here if you're watching it on YouTube. If you're not, I'm sorry, but that's it.
yeah, so I had ordered one last year, and like the layout that you got, I liked, but I didn't like it a whole lot to want to pay extra for like personalizing it. So I just like I
Yeah.
took one from Target.
Honestly, yeah, like I'm really extra when it comes to planners, but I justify it because I use it for literally everything, for like school, work, my YouTube podcast, everything. So I'm like,
The
hey,
business expense.
yeah, like I'm gonna make use out of it. So like it's fine. If I wasn't gonna use it like religiously, I would just like not get it. But yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of came up with this little segment idea of song of the week. So like Amanda and I are gonna like pick a song that we've liked this week, and then I want to go ahead and make a playlist out of it on Spotify. So by the time this video goes up, we'll have a playlist created, and it'll be linked in the description.
I'm sorry. I was
Chaos.
just staring at myself and I was like, holy shit. Like my black hair makes me look pale. Like so
It doesn't.
pale.
Do you have a ring light?
I have a ring light right
on
now
you.
because it's dark and I'm just like, holy. Anyways.
Yeah, the sun's setting here, so it's not
I'm just
too
like,
bad.
if I close it, you don't see me. So we're just gonna leave that on. Yeah, so do you want to pick what song did you pick?
So I picked Girls Like Us by Zoe Wees. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Wees. I actually found it on one of my friends' playlists that I listen to. And it just kind of like talks about how sometimes girls just have it rough when it comes to dating. I mean, I've had rough times recently with dating. So I mean, I really related to it, but I've been playing it nonstop.
Love that. Yeah, the one that I picked, it's called Heat Waves by Glass Animals. I honestly don't really know what the song is about, but but like the vibe, like, you know when like you don't even listen to the lyrics.
Picks a random song for the
No, but I listen to it all the time, but I don't know what it's about. Like I love the vibe and like the beat and the sound and all that, but I'm just like I don't actually know what the song is about. But it's really good.
I listened to it when I saw you put it on our document.
Do you like
and it gives me yeah, I like it. It gives me like summery vibes. Like just vibing.
Okay, I'm trying to see something.
She's trying to hide from y'all.
I'm trying to see if this light will make me less pale. It adds a bit of color to my face. We're gonna do this.
To half your face.
2 lights. Look at that. So I guess we could just like jump into we picked 3 topics basically, or like 3 situations that we want to talk about today. So the first one is about the TikTok Black creators dance strike. The second one is about Sha'Carri Richardson and testing positive for marijuana. I think I said her name right.
Yeah.
And then we have the whole like Anna Campbell scandal and accusations, which if you're on Twitter or like a part of YouTube, like you probably would have heard this. So I guess you can start about the TikTok Black creators dance strike. So like you're the one who suggested this. So maybe, like I haven't like I didn't hear a lot about it until you brought it up. So you can like spark the convo.
Yeah, so I honestly didn't hear much about it until my dad, who's on TikTok too. I'm like, okay. My dad's on TikTok and he'll probably watch. So he's the one that actually like let me know about this. And what's going on is there's a bunch of black creators who create a bunch of like the viral dances, and all of like the big TikTokers, like I'm just gonna say the white TikTokers, who go and do these dances and then don't give credit to where credit's due. So like they do like all the Meg Thee Stallion songs and songs like that. So so these creators decided to like to just do a dance strike and not like create dances for the new songs coming out. There is like a new Meg Thee Stallion song that came out and there's like no dances on it, like no good dances. Like there's just like your basic TikTok dances that have been created, but there's like no viral dance on it yet.
I mean, like when you're talking about that, I feel like that's like what happened with like the Renegade, basically. Like I don't remember the girl's name, but the one who created it was like she got followers, but she didn't get as much as like Charli D'Amelio, who like blew up the Renegade when like just because I feel like I don't know, like I feel like TikTok, like I love TikTok for the fact that like I don't know, I'm on it all the time.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
I like creating stuff, and like some videos are so cool. But like I've realized that a lot of my For You page is actually like a lot of white people. And like I didn't really realize that until like I started paying attention. And I'm like, yeah, there's like some like Asian people that I see, there's some Black people I see, but the majority of the people that pop up on my For You page are white. And it's not because I only watch white people. It's literally, I don't know why.
I think it's like what kind of algorithm they push out to us. Because
Mhm.
like, yeah, we have like our For You page and it's like designated to us, but I also feel like they push out white people over minorities.
And also like, I don't know, like I feel like I TikTok like sometimes like irks me. Like when there was the whole like Black Lives Matter movement, they were blocking people's content that had like the hashtag Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And like even with their whole body positivity, like there's so many creators that like who are quote unquote like skinny model type that post like bathing suit stuff, and like their content's like gets to stay up. But then when someone who isn't like a size 2 or 4 posts something that not even in a bathing suit, like just like a crop top, their like content being like seen as like not
Flagged.
flagged or like not following community guidelines. And I'm just like TikTok has so much potential, but then there's like those things that like seem like they're small, but they're actually like really big, that are like just doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. I feel like the people up on TikTok just like need to figure their shit out and realize that it's all about the white creators.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry, but that's just how it is.
Yeah, like there's so many, like there are like creators who are white, and I mean like it can't be a problem that they're white. Like what do you want them to do about it? But I feel like yeah. So there's like some creators that like will take ideas from other people or do the dances of other people and like not give credit when it's due. And like it's fine if you like you do someone else's dance, because like that's what like the whole idea of is like around it. But, like the people who like don't credit them, or like I see some of them, they're like, oh, comment the credit in the comments because I don't know. Like why don't you go do your work? It's not that hard. You just click the sound and you scroll and you'll like find out who's like who made the dance. Like it's not that hard.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know, I feel like TikTok's like a weird thing. I just like the biggest creators are like Charlie D'Amelio, Dixie, and like Addison Rae. And they're all like white. And I know there's like bigger creators that aren't white on the platform, but they're not spoken about as much as these ones.
I agree. So this is a topic I didn't put on here, but like the whole TikTok talk like made me think of it. Did you hear about Instagram wanting to cater more towards videos instead of pictures?
Yes. Well, like I heard a bit about it, and it kind of like makes sense since they're pushing their reels so much. Like
I just feel like they're trying to be like TikTok.
Yeah. Like with their reels, like like Instagram didn't need a reels. Like Instagram was like pictures, and like that was great. And now I feel like for like to grow on Instagram, you need to post reels. And like not every single creator that's on Instagram like is good with video or wants to do video, and like that's not the reason they joined. And like I know like you have to be adaptable and stuff, but I don't know.
I just feel like Instagram doesn't listen to their consumers.
No, not at all. And I don't know, like Instagram just like it's so hard to grow, and like it just like stresses me out.
I feel like it's going downhill. Like they had like their glory time, and like now they're just trying to catch up. And because I feel like they realize that more people are going to TikTok, but I feel like they can't replicate TikTok.
No, and like TikTok blew up this year, but they have to remember that
mostly because of COVID too. Yeah, like we're all at home, and this brand new app just came out, so
exactly.
And people time. Sorry,
no, it's okay.
It gives people time to like create, and so like I feel like that's how it kind of blew up.
Yeah, and also like YouTube blew up one year, Instagram blew up one year. Like they're not always going to be the app that's the most popular, and like that's fine. Obviously they have to adapt and like change things, because an app is not going to keep seeing success without changing. But I feel like some apps are trying so hard to copy other ones. And like, I mean, with YouTube, there's YouTube stories. Like who the heck even uses it? Like, sorry if someone uses that, but I don't even know how to access it. I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to post a YouTube story because I've never done it. And it doesn't like what's the point? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, they're like some things are like trying way too hard.
I completely agree.
Yeah, so we can move to the next topic, which is also something I've been seeing on Twitter, but like I never really read into it. But it's about Sha'Carri Johnson and testing positive for marijuana, and I think it like because of that it disqualified her for like the Olympics or something, or like
Yeah.
overlapped.
So I don't think she's technically disqualified just yet, but I know there's a lot of talk about her testing positive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that people see that as an issue, of course, because she has all these record-breaking stats that she has. And so like I feel like people will do anything to tear someone down, especially someone who's a person of color.
100%. And I don't know, like I feel like marijuana doesn't affect like it's not like she's taking it and it's like affecting her like results or like does she do track and field? Is that what she does?
Yeah, she does track and field.
Yeah, like smoking marijuana or ingesting or whatever way she did it is not going to make her the fastest runner, and like it doesn't affect that. So I don't know. I feel like, and then I think there was like two other Black women who like either dropped out or like aren't competing anymore either.
So there was another thing that I had seen regarding the Olympics, and it was they banned a trans woman from competing because she had too much testosterone in her system. And then another one was they banned swim caps made specifically for natural hair. So I mean, there's a lot of like problematic things going on with the Olympics this year, and I just feel like they need to just get their shit together. And then there was this, I forget the other athlete's name, but there was this white athlete who tested positive for steroid use. And her excuse was, oh, I ate a pork sandwich and that's how I got it.
Saw
I'm
that.
like,
and is she like off the hook?
Yeah.
I feel like steroids is like
yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but like steroids is something that people take to like, I don't know, get bigger, stronger, whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then marijuana is like usually something people take to like either calm down or like whatever. So like
exactly.
If you're gonna like what's the word? If you're gonna take someone out or like ban them for a week or for a month, I think it's a month that she's like not able to compete or whatever. If you're gonna do that to someone because they had marijuana in their system, why wouldn't you do that for someone that has steroids? And I've never heard of someone having steroids in their system because they ate pork. Like,
yeah.
And I don't even think it's the same steroids that they give animals to grow bigger versus humans. Like, I don't think they're
the same. No, I don't think so. And I also read that she ended up testing positive like a week after her mom had passed away. So like she has like all these things going on, and yet she's still carrying herself so well and qualifying for the Olympics. And then just for them to be like, no, like weed is naturally made, steroids isn't. So
exactly. And like some people take like people have like marijuana cards. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying that like she has one because I don't know and I don't know her, but like, you know what I mean? It's just like if you're gonna disqualify someone or like whatever for like it has to go both ways. It can't just be like pick and choose.
Yeah. And also another thing I read is she tested positive, but I think she's in Louisiana. Louisiana has made it legal for marijuana. So I feel like they're just doing anything to like not let her compete.
Yeah. And like I feel like they just like don't want to see like people of color succeed or like people of color be like in the front. Like maybe she's like one of the best ones that will be there and there's like a possibility of her like winning the gold medal.
Yeah.
I feel like they just don't want to see it and they're not ready for that, which is really sad considering the whole like year and a half or like whole freaking lifetime that we've had.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I thought like during my lifetime things would be better and like things would progress and stuff. And I know I'm only 23, but I feel like sometimes we're just going backwards and it's like sad.
And especially for the Olympics too, because like that's where like all these other countries come together and like compete and like you're showing off like your country, and we're supposed to be like the great country, like land of the free. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, like when you're talking about land of the free, I got in fights with people, the usual, but like honestly, but like I feel like people are so like patriotic and like they can't live without like the anthem and stuff. And I'm just like, do people realize that the land of the free is not actually like it's not the land of the free? Like,
agree.
Like people of color are still discriminated against. Indigenous people are still discriminated against. Like LGBT plus people are still discriminated against. Like it's the line of the free for some people, but some people are still like either being targeted, killed like on the daily. And it makes me so mad.
Yeah, and it's so sad because it's not happening just in the US, but it's happening in Canada too. So I feel like it's just sad.
Yeah, and I feel like people think like Canada is this like great progressive place, but there's so much racism still here. And like I see it on the daily and it's so sad. And like obviously like I've faced like my own like handful of shit. But like I'm also like I could be white passing sometimes. So I'm like I don't have as hard as like other people. But it just like makes me mad. Like I want to fight people every day. Like I really do.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah. And also I had sent you a tweet that someone said, let me find it. So there's this girl named Claire Lemon. I don't know who the heck she is. She's from Australia. She's the founder of Quillette, whatever that is. And she tweeted about this situation saying, not sure whether the nails are real or fake, but in case you didn't know, very strong nails and hair can be a side effect of steroid use. People in track know who is and who isn't on the roids. Just because they couldn't ping her on it doesn't mean they don't know. And then she like started posting pictures of like other women, of another Black woman that has long, strong nails, and that like this lady was on like drugs and stuff like that. And like, I'm just like, first of all, who are you?
Yeah.
Second of all,
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, like I don't even know who you are. Like I've never heard of your name before. And second of all, I was telling you this before, where like I have strong nails and I have strong hair, but I'm not on steroids. Like,
are you sure?
Let's go test me. But I feel like it's so stupid because obviously if she was on steroids, it would pop up on the test. But like,
yeah, people are reaching.
I mean, the girl who like had pork, it popped up on her test.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, I don't know. I just feel like some people like speak on situations that they shouldn't be speaking on. Like,
yeah,
this lady is like
get their
yeah, and like it has so many quote retweets, like 25,000. Someone said, give me a sec, let me figure out what type of drug you on with this tweet. But anyways, there's so many like quote tweets, so many people coming for her, and I'm like, good. I mean, this for sure like got her name out there, but not in a positive way. So
there's this reply tweet to her, and it says, "We're excited." It's I think it's some sort of drug pipe. I don't play.
Oh, I found it. So. I saw it.
So it's some sort of drug pipe, and then the next thing you see is Claire blocking this Twitter user.
The thing
is, she said that
exactly. Like if you can't defend yourself, and like if you come at someone and then someone else comes at you, and then your instinct is to just block them, it just shows that like you weren't ready for this.
She can't take it.
Exactly. It makes me so mad. So mad. Yeah. That's like a messed up situation. I'm just like, I still can't believe the Olympics are happening. I mean,
I forgot about them until like a month ago.
Me too. And they're happening in Tokyo, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
because they were supposed to happen. They're supposed to happen last year, but you know, COVID.
Yeah. Wild. It's so weird seeing things happen again because I'm just like, what a time. What a time.
Yeah. Here, my state's completely reopened up. So.
Yeah, that's
it's just weird because like I go places with my mask still, and it's just I'm like the minority and wearing a mask now, so it's just weird seeing that.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, like I'm not ready, and second of all, like I mean, it felt so nice having to do like only my eyes and like my eyebrows, like this whole fight.
I agree.
Like, and like then it gave me like masking and stuff, and I'm just like now I have to like show people my face, like
yeah, I agree.
And like so, like I see like the States is like everyone like is just living their lives. Like I know in New York, like all the clubs and bars are open, but only for fully vaccinated people that have proof, which is like, I mean, I feel like some people are gonna fake it, but like I don't know how like strict it is because obviously I'm not there. Yeah. But I mean, it's like nice to see that happening because I'm like, okay, like we're getting back to normal, like. But it's also like scary because like I don't want shit to go like hit the fan again. So it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Canada's like behind. Like we still have a mask mandate. We're still like not as vaccinated. Like I get my second dose in like 2 weeks, which is fun. I was supposed to get it in September, and like now we're able to get it earlier, so that's great for me.
That's good.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like weird seeing things go back to normal, and it's weird like seeing people like not wearing masks and like in clubs and restaurants and stuff, just because like it's been like not the reality for so long, and like now we're getting back to that. And I'm like, wow, it's so weird.
Yeah, I see people like on Snapchat and Instagram like taking shots at a club, and I'm just like, even like post COVID, I wouldn't even be doing that. It just feels so gross.
Yeah, no, I was watching. Do you know Natalie Barbu?
Yes.
So she posted on her Instagram story her like drinking a shot of tequila, and she made this face, and I kid you not, I made the same face even though I wasn't drinking, and I was just like, oh, like I just like
tequila
think about
is so gross.
I know, it's my boyfriend's favorite like shot, like drink shot, whatever.
Is
I'm
he
like,
okay?
No, he's not. I'm like, he's not. Like, I literally just like I can't. Even vodka, like everything just tastes so bad. It just tastes like I take like those rubbing alcohol and just drinking it. Like, no.
Yeah, so last night actually my parents and I had a game night and we were drinking vodka. My mom was like, let's take shots. So I was like already like a couple drinks in. So I was like, okay. And so we took like 2 shots and that shit was so gross.
Is your like whole body burn? Like
it tasted like rubbing alcohol. Like it was just, I mean, it just tasted terrible. And like I went from like here like level of drunkenness to like way up here.
Yeah, it's like
and yeah, I'm a partier and I drink my parents, but yeah.
I mean, I do that too. Like, I don't know, I prefer drinking at home, like with my family, and like
yeah, I prefer to be like in a safe environment.
Me too. And like then I can just go to my bed. Like
yeah, exactly. Like one time I did have a night out of like blacking. That was the only one time I've like ever blacked out, and it was not a good time. Like I woke up at my friend's house where I was staying at anyways, but like I didn't remember like a whole chunk of time. And like having like that kind of experience just scares me just because like you don't know what happened.
Yeah, I feel like I hate like that's why I hate like being drunk, because I hate like not being in control of my body. And like I don't know, like I like to be aware. Like I like a good like little tipsy moment. Like a tipsy moment's good, like when you're like can feel it but you don't feel it too much, and like you're still able to like be like acknowledge everything that's going on, and like you'll remember it the next day. Like I like those moments, but I don't like the moments where like you're sloppy and like you can barely stand and like you feel like you're gonna like throw up but you're not, like, you know, like I hate that.
Yeah. It's a no for me.
Same.
I think my drinking habits over COVID definitely like worsened just because like I was at home all the time, and so I did drink a lot more, but I'm trying to cut back. And I think the reason why I like drank a lot last night is because I haven't drank in a few weeks, and so doing it all at once, I'm just like no, because I did wake up with a hangover and it was just terrible.
Okay, so this is gonna be a little poll I'm gonna do on the stories once this goes live. But what's your favorite drink? Like if you like your go-to.
My go-to is vodka cranberry. So it's just vodka cranberry juice. But I prefer a specific type of vodka, and that's Tito's. I can only drink. I mean, I drink other vodkas, but I prefer Tito's over anything.
Okay, see, mine is like my go-to drink is always the sangria, which is like really sad, but like
you're always drinking sangrias.
Basically. So I'm gonna put this as a little thing on Instagram and be like, who are you more like? And then I'll put the 2 drinks. Very different, vodka cranberry and sangria, but I don't know. I obviously like if I go to like a bar and stuff, and if they don't have sangria, because not every bar has it, I don't really drink. But like I like vodka sodas. Like that sounds so basic, but I like that. That's about it. I hate like everything. Like I hate dark drinks, I hate light drinks, I hate this, I hate that. Like I like drinks where I can't taste it. Like that's a good time.
Yeah, me too. But that's like when it gets dangerous, because like you can't taste it, and then that's when the alcohol is stronger, and that's when you just get fucked up.
But yeah, if I go to like a restaurant and stuff and there's like a drink menu, like I usually just get sangria because I know like it's just a good time. But yeah, so I'm gonna put that as a little poll.
That'll be exciting.
So I guess we can move on to the last part, which is about Anna Campbell, and I don't even know if I'm saying her name right, but Anna Campbell, the whole like scandal and accusations around her. So I don't know. Do you want to introduce her? Or do you want me to?
You can. I think you can, because I think you know more about the situation. Also, this also is a trigger warning for sexual assault. So, this is our last part of our podcast. So if you feel like like you want to hop off, and that's totally fine.
Yeah. So Anna Campbell is a 28-year-old YouTuber. And basically she like got her start. So like I followed her before she kind of blew up. I don't really know why I followed her, but I followed her when she was dating this guy, and she like posted like New Jersey content and stuff. And she had like an accent, and I was like, oh cool, she has like a New Jersey accent, like a New York one. And then she joined the like collab channel called Trash with Tana Mojo. I don't even know who else was in it. Like there was a lot of people in it, and that's like when she really got her like big spark and stuff. And I mean everything, this is gonna sound so bad, but everything that like is associated with Tana Mojo just like doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah,
But
she's problematic.
yeah, she's problematic. And I heard that she didn't pay anyone that was on the like Trash channel, even though like the channel made money, like it all went to Tana, so like they didn't make any of the money that came from it. They did get like followers on their own platforms, but like Trash was making a lot of money. And anyway, she met this girl named Natalia Taylor on there, and they started dating. And apparently like Anna like put out that like Natalia is gay when she's not. And it was just like this whole thing, and then they broke up, and then she started dating this girl named Taylor, and then they made like an OnlyFans together, and then they moved in together, and then they broke up, and they moved in together again, and then they broke up, and it was just like, what the heck? Yeah. And then after, she started dating this girl named Kaylee, who is like 18 or 19 right now, and and Anna is 28 years old.
No.
I mean, no shame on like age gaps and stuff, but you're 28 and you're going for an 18-year-old. It's just like weird to me. But yeah, so then like I keep saying Tana, Anna kind of like dropped off the face of the earth, and then she came back. And then recently Kaylee, Natalia, and Taylor all came forth saying that Anna Campbell like physically and mentally abused them. And she also was like the reason that they all got addicted to hardcore drugs. And I remember Kaylee, she like got hospitalized for an overdose on opioids, I believe it was. And when she got out of the hospital, the first thing Anna did was gave her more opioids, which is like fucked up.
Yeah, that's
And like, yeah. And in the video, there's like a video that there's a video that Taylor, Kaylee, and Natalia put out together. Like they were all in the same room talking about like the whole situation, and that like Taylor came forth and said that like Anna raped her and stuff. And then Anna posts this like apology video, the first one that she posted. And in it, she gets like a prank call, and she kept it in, like yelling at this person on the phone, and then hangs up. And she kept that in her apology video, which just like was really like, it didn't make sense, and it was weird. And she was like literally yelling at the top of her lungs at someone. And I was like, why would you put that in an apology video of you apologizing for being abusive and stuff, and saying, basically not acknowledging like what she did?
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of evidence against her. So like Kaylee would record whenever like Anna was getting like aggravated, mad. There's even like a time that like Anna physically like pushed Kaylee to the floor and like threw her and stuff. And yeah, right after Kaylee started like video recording, and like you can hear Anna in the background like crying, saying like, I don't know how I could do that to you, blah blah blah. Like I don't know how like I made myself like throw you on the floor. And then she's now not acknowledging the fact that she did that. So it's really like screwed up. And like Anna is I think she graduated with a psychology degree, and she's like telling everyone that she's telling everyone that like all three of them are like faking their mental illnesses and stuff. And I'm just like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
So just because you have a degree in psychology does not mean you can diagnose or not diagnose anybody. Like I have my degree in psychology, and I'm not running around and being like, oh hey, you have this and you have that, or you don't have this. Like that's not her place.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't know, it's just like fucked up. And like with fans, she would meet fans at playlists and like lead them on, and she would like there's like also screenshots of DMs of her like talking sexually and like explicitly with fans online, and they're all underage, which is even more fucked up. Like they were like 15, and she was like telling them to spank her and stuff.
Ew.
Yeah. And I don't know, like it's just like I saw all this on Twitter, and now there's like they're going to court with her, and she's like basically saying like, oh, you don't have a case against me, blah blah blah. But there's so much evidence that like I really do hope like she gets like what she deserves, because like it's not okay. Like there's 3 people that came forward, but like you don't know how many other people there possibly could be.
Yeah, it just seems like a screwed up situation.
Yeah.
And it feels like she's kind of gaslighting them in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like trying to push it on them, and it's clear that it's all her.
Yeah, and there's like bigger drama channels that are speaking up about it and like talking about the situation and stuff, and she's trying to get their videos taken down and all these things, and it's just like it's making her look worse. Like she's already looks really bad,
Yeah,
but it's making her look worse. And I feel like she doesn't deserve a platform. She doesn't deserve the subscribers she has. She doesn't deserve anything that she has. And one more thing I have to bring up about her, she had an OnlyFans with like almost all her girlfriends except Natalia, because I don't think OnlyFans existed then. And like Kaylee said that Anna would only post like Kaylee's body on it. So like she would make them like record like them having sex and stuff, and like she would only show Kaylee's body. She wouldn't show her own body. And she basically used her body for her OnlyFans. Oh, Jesus. And at one point she posted a video. They used to split the money, which like at least she gave her some of the money. But at one point she was like, oh, like, do you think it's okay if I like take the whole money this time? Because I really want to buy you like a nice gift for your birthday and stuff. And I was like, did she realize she's using their money to buy her? Like, why don't you use the other money that you make from like YouTube or whatever else you do for a birthday gift? Like it just I don't know. It's just fucked up. And I wanted to speak about it because I feel like, I don't know, like if I could, I will talk about it. And I don't think she deserves her platform. I think that she needs to be held accountable for everything that she's done to like so many people. And there's even like every day there's more people coming forward, and it's really sad. And I'm so mad that I ever like supported her, but obviously I didn't know. But
I feel like there's a lot of like problematic creators that are just problematic, and it sucks because at one time we probably all supported them. Mm-hmm. But I think like it's important to know afterwards and to know to not support them instead of like going and continue supporting them. Mm-hmm. And be like, oh, what they did is fine. Like James Charles, for example, or David Dobrik. They both recently came back to YouTube, which is annoying.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's giving these bigger creators, these problematic creators, their platform. But yeah, there's all these other creators who have great content, like you, for example, who you're welcome, who should have that kind of platform.
Thanks. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, some of these bigger creators like don't deserve their platform. And it's not like me being greedy, like I want it, but like some people just like don't deserve it. Some people are literally trash humans, and they make so much money off being trash people. And it's sad. And it's like, and some people like use their fans and like, oh, it just makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. Like,
yeah, it sucks because like most of these big creators, like their target audience is like younger people. Mm-hmm. So like of course they're not gonna like fully know the whole situation.
Yeah.
Unlike us, who like fully understand it, like what's going on. And like it's the younger generation, unfortunately, that's giving them that platform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. It's fucked up. And hopefully one day everyone that is trash will get their karma.
Go to Mars.
Yeah, or Mars. That. Get their karma and go to Mars.
Okay.
Well, do you have anything else you would like to say before we wrap this up?
Not that I can think of. I'm surprised we actually recorded for a while.
I know. I
feel like at the time it's like,
yeah, like when we have like, I feel like it's like when you have things that you want to talk about, it's easier to talk about than like if you're just trying to fish for things to say.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where these go.
Same. Well, thanks to everyone that was listening to this. My hair is gross.
Thank you.
Yes. If you guys have any like topics that you want us to talk about, you can definitely like DM us on Instagram, whether it's like on the like podcast Instagram or like separately, and I will definitely talk about those fun things.
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know, I feel like by the time this one's up, like it'll be live on like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those fun things. So if it's on Apple Podcasts, by the time this episode's up, y'all should leave a review because that'll help with the podcast grow.
Help the girls out.
Yes, exactly. So other than that, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. You can follow either at the Zillennial Girl Talk, or you can follow my Instagram, which is it's Amanda Wan.
And mine is 26.
Yeah. I guess thank you guys for listening, and we will hear you next time.
Bye.